Hey there everyone, this is Captain Greninja, brand new channel, yep, my first video. And what that means is that before I even start playing, which this game might be, as you can see, Heretic, I'm gonna have to start putting down some guidelines about my YouTube channel, like what you're gonna expect from this. So, my first few Let's Plays are really going to be older shooter games, because I'm playing on a laptop that is kinda crappy, and you might actually hear the fan whining in the background right now, because the HD 3000 or whatever type laptop, whatever this laptop is known to have a really loud fan. People have said that too. Getting way off track though. But, so that means that we'll be seeing a lot of stuff like Call of Duty, or a lot of fast-paced games. Well, I mean, like, fast, but fancy graphics games, so this is mostly what I'm going to be resorting to for now. And don't expect me to be uploading frequently, like in a schedule, because I don't really have the time for that. I was kind of reluctant to start this video first. I've been waiting for like months to start a YouTube channel, but I finally had the nerve to do it now, so first off, I also want to tell you what games I'm going to be playing first. As you can know, Heretic is going to be my first Let's Play, and I'm going to do that up through to the end until I start another game series. So, the next one will probably be Hexen, considering that's the sequel. If I get popular enough, just looking into the future a little bit, I might do Doom. What else? I'm not really sure past that. We'll just think of it later. So, I think that's about the end of this intro. Let's actually get into the gameplay and stuff. So, as you can see, it's sort of a short menu, and let's just get right into it then. I'm gonna be giving City of the Damned because that's the first episode. I just love the aesthetics and setting of this game. I'll tell you about it later once we get in. I'm bringing us them on that difficulty because that's the normal difficulty. Here we go. So as you can see right off the bat, it is, for those of you who know pretty old shooters well, this is based off the Doom engine. Heretic was sort of a fantasy or Doom clone of the Doom. It was actually the first Doom clone as far as I know. 1994. It came out the same year as Doom 2, actually. It was released. Hexen was released in 1995 as the sequel, but let's not get to that yet. Jeez, how did all these guys get here? Time to go outside. But anyways, Raven Software, which is the people who developed this game, actually got a lot of influence from id, and id actually helped them make the game by lending the Doom engine. But other than that, actually Raven made most of the game, like the maps. I'm pretty sure they made the monsters too, and the weapons, so this first level is pretty simple, not much to see here. I got the yellow key. In this game, instead of the yellow, blue, and red keys, key cards are skull keys, like in Doom. I'm gonna make a lot of comparisons to Doom throughout this whole thing, by the way, because I played that too. They said they have the yellow, blue, and green keys, and they look all different. And since I'm using DZ Doom, the textures are a little different. They're not really pixelated, but rather blurry, I'm going to say that. So, where was I? Oh, yeah. This is not a blind play, I'm just gonna say that. I've played like the entire first episode and some of the second episodes, I'm not gonna lie. But I don't remember them too well. It's not like I'm perfect at them, I've only played them like once. So, it's not like, oh yeah, I know this thing like the back of my palm the entire game, so. It's a new enemy, the Golem. What we saw that back there was the gargoyles. I've actually tried to record this a few times now, but I just felt like I wasn't satisfied up until now, so. I know I'm using a a lot of Elven wand ammo. Actually, I'm just talking to myself for the most part. I'm kind of obsessive about ammo in games like these. Now I got the gauntlets of the Necromancer. Speaking of which, let's talk about the weapons. So what I see, you see your staff as the starting melee weapon. And if you want to know anything about the HUD, that's pretty simple. I mean, life, armor. Here's the inventory, which Doom actually doesn't have. That's a special feature of the Heretic and Hexen series. It's in all 3 games. The third being Hexen 2, which the Quake engine actually. But also the Necromancer, which is actually what I just got here, so the secret is like a chainsaw from Doom. Pulls people in. The E1M1 is just a normal PvP weapon. Let's see some staff action, shall we? Actually, this gameplay is a little boring if you ask me. I'm just gonna be honest. So as you can see, I already got 2 of the 4 secrets and most of the monsters. That's that way because, I mean, like, this first level, what did you expect? It's gonna be really easy. I actually admit that Heretic's first levels, though, actually weren't nearly as easy as Doom's first levels. Which I like, because Doom just felt like a cakewalk. It was too easy the first few levels in each game were, actually. Although they did have a lot of secrets, but I think Heretic secrets are well placed too. Like different misaligned wall textures, stuff like that. I mean, Doom had that too, but for some reason it just feels better in Heretic. Maybe because of the aesthetics. That's probably just a bias thing for me. What I just got here is the Ethereal Crossbow, which is like the shotgun. It fires 1 like large bolt, fires 2 smaller side bolts. I'm not gonna use that yet though, because dots. So then, I'm probably skipping tons of stuff to talk about right now, but I'm kind of pressured. This is my first YouTube video. I'm like, OMG, what if something goes wrong? So I feel the need to talk about the plot. You're probably thinking, what the hell is going on here? So, eventually the plot is like, there's a world called Parthoris, which is the world that we're in right now, actually, and the Serpent Riders come along. Serpent Riders are like a demon trio brothers, or trio demon Dawn brothers, and they're like world conquerors. They go around just like putting worlds under their rule, usually Mirand's rules. I'm just gonna take a break from that and say there's an undead warrior. I just like to talk about the enemies as they get introduced in the actual game. He is like, the monsters in this game really can't be compared to any of the monsters in Doom for the most part. Some of them traits can be compared, but the undead warrior, he's pretty interesting because he has 2 different attacks. He has green ethereal crossbow that he can throw. I mean green ethereal axe that he can throw. Yes, he can throw axe. Or he can throw a red ethereal axe, which is even stronger. That's like random going on there. So he can also just slash you with his green ethereal axe at melee range. Anyways, the plot of yeah, so they come to Parthoris, the Serpent Riders do. And they're like, we are awesome, worship us. So the 7 races of men do, or 7 nations of men. I really hate this part because it's gonna pop up. You can probably see why I call this game like Doom Clone. A lot of the weapons. Games on the monsters are similar in ways. Yeah, similar to Doom. Some people think too similar, perhaps. That's actually the last secret. It doesn't say the secret until up here. So as far as I know, we are pretty much done with everything. Actually, there's a silver shield back there. I'm gonna go to get it after I kill this last skill. But the race of the men worship them, but the elves, which are actually the race that Corvus is part of, they're like, well, they know this is a prophecy of Armageddon, so they don't want to worship. So the Serpent Riders deem the elves as heretics. And they persecute them. Sorry. Wasn't talking there for some reason. And the elves have to go into hiding because they like had one last resort that elder elves used, but that kind of weakened the elves. It obliterated the race of the men, but then the Sparrow's own armies just came and screwed things up. So elves fled, and presumably just went into hiding forever. But then Corvus came along. Corvus being the player character, which is I'm playing as right now. He play as a Heretic, so Corvus just wants revenge on this Sparrow like a lot. Corvus really hates the guy. So is this shield now. I wanted to save it because I wanted to save it for the next level. I thought that would be a waste if I used it on this level only. Now it's time to go pick up all the E1M1 pieces because I got a unclaimed bag of holding back in like the water area secret you might have seen. That like doubles all the amount of ammo you can carry. So I'm just looking for E1M1 ammo. Also, I'm just wandering around, just an excuse to buy time and read about this game. The next few videos, I'm pretty sure aren't going to be this long, so you don't have to be like, oh my gosh, these videos are going to be so tedious and filled with no action and only talking and all that. I actually only started playing this game recently. I only started playing like all of the Doom games recently, like Doom-based games. But I don't regret it at all. They're actually really fun. You know, my friends say like, why do you play these games? They're pointless. Play some actually good games, stuff like that. So then, done with the plots. Checking stuff all I missed to talk about. I think we're done here. I feel really awkward. So, this is generally what my series is going to be like. Sort of hodgepodge in games, although mostly just little shooters at the beginning. But don't worry, it'll expand past that if my channel even takes off at all, so. I think we're done here. I'm just gonna save. Ignore the nonsensical save names. Yeah, I'm a little insane. You couldn't tell just by hearing me, I hope. Is that half-assed humor? But anyways, I'm thinking more stuff to talk about because I feel like I'm missing something. But if I miss something, I'll put it in the next video. There we go. So, next time we're going to be entering the dungeons. See ya later.